In early 2025, Brittany Furlan, the outspoken comedian, influencer, and wife of legendary rocker Tommy Lee, believed she had uncovered a secret friendship. For months, she was chatting, venting, and emotionally confiding in someone claiming to be Ronnie Radke, the controversial frontman of Escape the Fate. The messages were deep, personal, emotional, but none of it was real. What started as innocent DMs turned into phone calls. Yes, real-time voice calls, emotional manipulation, even flirtatious exchanges. Then, it unravelled. The real Ronnie Radke posted receipts proving he hadn't spoken to Brittany once. The voice calls, faked. The photos, stolen. The person behind the account wasn't Ronnie. It was a catfish, a digital imposter who had spent months living inside a fake identity. And when Brittany broke down in a live stream, shaken and crying, the story exploded. Headlines flooded Twitter and TikTok. Tommy Lee trended for 48 hours straight. Why? Because Brittany's emotional spiral spilled into her marriage. She hinted that Tommy knew about the fake account. She claimed she had been gaslit. And the internet lit up. Suddenly, Tommy Lee, known for scandals of his own, was being dragged into a modern digital crime. Was he innocent? Was he part of it? Or was he being thrown under the bus by a woman unravelling under manipulation? The FBI got involved. Instagram accounts went dark. YouTube channels started uploading leaked voice clips. And as of July 2025, the investigation is far from over. What we do know is this: our celebrity marriage is in crisis. A major federal case is underway, and the public can't look away. This is the catfish scandal no one saw coming, and it might be the most twisted yet. Before this scandal shook their world, Tommy Lee and Brittany Furlan were no strangers to the spotlight. Tommy Lee, founding drummer of Mötley Crüe, lived the ultimate rock star life. Fame, excess, and infamy defined his career. From platinum records to wild tour stories, Tommy was the chaos behind the drum kit. But it wasn't just the music that made headlines. It was the scandals, his volatile marriage to Pamela Anderson, leaked tapes that changed celebrity culture forever, and jail time for assault. And yet, despite it all, he survived the storm. Enter Brittany Furlan, a different kind of famous. In 2015, she was Vine's breakout star, one of the most followed women on the app. Known for her fast-talking skits, raw humour, and unfiltered personality, Brittany built a brand on being loud, bold, and real. When Vine died, she moved to Instagram, then TikTok, and eventually YouTube. That's where Tommy found her. Their relationship began with DMS, just like the catfish scandal that would later break them. By 2019, they were married. To the public, it was a bizarre pairing, a Gen Z internet queen and a Gen X rock legend. But somehow it worked. They documented everything: arguments, jokes, therapy, dog walks. Brittany turned her marriage into content. Tommy didn't seem to mind until 2025. That's when the messages started, when Brittany thought she found someone she could vent to, someone who understood her. But it wasn't a friend, it was a trap. And now everything they built, from fame to followers to trust, is falling apart. It started with innocent messages. Brittany Furlan had been under pressure, publicly and privately. Her marriage to Tommy Lee was strained, and her audience noticed the cracks. So when someone claiming to be Ronnie Radke reached out to her, she was vulnerable. At first, it was just casual, a few replies, but over the next few weeks, their chat history turned long and emotional. The alleged Ronnie spoke about depression, trauma, industry pressure, things Brittany could relate to. He said she was misunderstood, said he saw her. Soon they were having nightly phone calls, not just texts, full-on voice conversations that lasted hours. Brittany started questioning her reality. She opened up about her relationship, her loneliness, her regrets. She even admitted on stream that Ronnie told her he knew things about Tommy, things that made her rethink everything. But then, it all collapsed. The real Ronnie Radke tweeted in all caps, "I have never spoken to Brittany Furlan in my life. Someone is pretending to be me. This is insane." He posted proof, his real accounts, timestamps, and even showed that he was on tour during the exact days Brittany claimed they spoke. Fans immediately started connecting dots. Brittany went live the next day, and she broke down. She cried for 20 minutes straight. She said she felt violated, gaslit, and trapped in a fake friendship. But what hit hardest was what she said about Tommy. "I feel like Tommy knew, or at least didn't care. I don't know what's real anymore." That sentence alone flipped the internet upside down. People began speculating, was Tommy Lee in on the catfishing? Did he plant the fake account to spy on his own wife? Or was Brittany simply spiraling under the weight of emotional betrayal? As soon as Brittany hinted that Tommy might have known, the internet lit a match. Was this just emotional rambling or something darker? Within hours, users on Reddit and Twitter began pulling old footage, clips from Tommy's past, interviews, and live streams where he made cryptic jokes about people not being who they say they are online. One TikTok went viral showing a 2024 interview where Tommy said, "You never know who your girl's texting. Sometimes it's not who she thinks it is." Out of context? Maybe, but now it felt damning. Brittany's meltdown fed the fire. She claimed the catfish knew things only Tommy could know, that the fake Ronnie Radke account was weirdly obsessed with Tommy's past. She even said the voice on the phone felt familiar, like someone using a filter to change it. Then came the bombshell. The FBI confirmed they were investigating a domestic digital impersonation case involving a celebrity couple. They didn't name names, but everyone knew. Tommy Lee released a short statement. "I have nothing to do with this. I love my wife. I'd never do anything to hurt her. We're working through this privately." But the internet wasn't convinced. People asked, why didn't Tommy publicly defend Brittany sooner? Why was he so quiet during her breakdown? Why did she suggest he might have been behind the account if there wasn't something deeper going on? And then the leaks started. Anonymous DMS audio recordings. One clip allegedly featured Tommy's voice, distorted through software, using the same phrases Brittany claimed the fake Ronnie used. It's unconfirmed, could be edited, could be fake, but in a digital world where AI can mimic any voice and trust is already shattered, perception becomes reality. What began as catfishing has now turned into a full-blown conspiracy. And the man once known for sex tapes and rockstar chaos may now be facing the most serious accusation of his life: digital manipulation and emotional abuse. The moment Brittany's livestream ended, the digital floodgates burst open. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, every platform exploded. Influencers began weighing in. Podcast hosts replayed Brittany's breakdown. Reaction videos racked up millions of views in hours. But the response wasn't one-sided. While many rallied behind Brittany, others accused her of seeking attention, claiming she had a history of drama and was overreacting. That only made things worse, because what Brittany described, deep emotional manipulation using AI-generated voices, is becoming more common. And the FBI confirmed that this was no online hoax. A real case had been opened. Brittany was interviewed under oath. Instagram provided metadata to federal agents, confirming that the fake Ronnie Radke account was operated from a VPN, masking multiple IPs across California and Florida. Then came the subpoenas. The FBI issued digital warrants for voice modulation apps, AI call tools, and voice cloning software. And legal experts now say, if it's proven that the impersonator used emotionally manipulative tactics and Brittany can show psychological harm, federal charges could include cyber impersonation, fraud, and emotional abuse through digital means. If Tommy Lee is proven to be behind it, even indirectly, he could face felony-level consequences. But here's the twist. So far, no one has been arrested, no charges filed, and Tommy continues to post vague quotes on Instagram like, "Truth doesn't need defending, time exposes everything," which only makes people more suspicious. Meanwhile, Brittany has gone quiet. No tweets, no live streams, no podcast updates. Insiders say she's recovering with family, staying off social media, and considering a full restraining order against an unnamed party. So who's behind it all? A third party using AI, a stalker targeting Brittany, or someone much closer to home? Right now, there are more questions than answers. Brittany Furlan has disappeared from the public eye. She hasn't posted in over a week. No stories, no live streams, no podcasts, complete digital silence. Those closest to her say she's shattered, that this betrayal, digital or personal, broke her in ways few can understand. Imagine giving your heart to someone only to find out they never existed. The FBI investigation is still ongoing. Sources close to the case say they're closing in on the IP trails, tracking the apps used to voice clone Ronnie Radke, and are quietly building a case behind the scenes. But what about Tommy Lee? So far, he's offered only vague denials and cryptic posts, no interview, no legal statement, no public support for his wife. If he's innocent, why so quiet? And if he's not, how deep does this go? For now, Tommy continues performing with Motley Crue. Business as usual. But the whispers backstage are growing. Some insiders claim Brittany may have found real evidence. Voice notes, passwords, even shared IP data that could put someone in handcuffs. Others say she's just overwhelmed, that grief and confusion are blurring her memory. Whatever the truth is, this scandal is redefining how we look at digital identity and emotional consent in the age of AI. This isn't just a celebrity cheating scandal, it's a warning that in a world where voices can be faked, photos can be stolen, and trust can be weaponized, even the people you love most can be strangers behind the screen. This story isn't over, not by a long shot. As the investigation continues, we'll be watching every twist, every update, and every truth that finally comes to light. If you found this video eye-opening, don't scroll just yet. Tap subscribe to join our community of truth seekers and hit the like button so more people see the reality behind celebrity headlines. And in the comments, tell us what you think. Do you believe Brittany? Is Tommy hiding something? Or is there still a piece of this puzzle no one's talking about? We read every comment, and your take might just shape our next episode. Until then, stay smart, stay skeptical, and remember, not every voice you hear is telling the truth.